All right, everybody, we are back, and this next one is interesting. So, actually, it's interesting. We didn't have any Netflix, but this is our first Netflix for today. Normally, Netflix has a lot of trailers. We haven't been having a lot of Netflix trailers over the last couple of trailers with Mike. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but doesn't this look like it's going to be so interesting and fun?
No.
Okay. Well, I got a lot of... What's up?
So, I'm in the SFL TAP, the out processing classes or whatever, and we brought up this.
Okay.
And
SFL TAP is for when you get soldier for life when you get out of the army. For people who don't know.
Yeah, and like, we were talking about entrepreneurship and just talking about some business stuff, and we brought this up, and like, because we was talking about advertising and everything, and what was that kid's name? Freaking
it's like the boy who has like the biggest. It's like a little boy. He's like 12 or something.
Mm-hmm. And like, he's just such a big influencer because he's a kid and loves these toys. So everybody else has got to love these toys. And
Well, let's check it out. So we are watching the trailer for. Do you like cats? Do you like videos? If the answer is yes, then you need to check out this video's sponsor. Cute and Playful AI is a channel dedicated to creating fun and cute animal videos using both animation and AI generation. See cats riding on a carousel, playing the violin, playing with a dragon, or even riding one. Take an adventure to the cuddly world of cute and funny AI today by following the link down below in the description of this video or in the pinned comment. Bad Influence, The Dark Side of Kidfluencing, official trailer, Netflix. Coming at us from Netflix. With the Google Chrome extension, we can see that it's got 339,000 views, 12,000 likes, and 395 dislikes. Now, honestly, I'll tell you, I'll honestly tell you that this is probably, I don't know, but there's no reason to dislike this right off the bat just because it's about child influencers, because this is not, I mean, it's the dark side. This is probably going to be covering why you shouldn't support this type of thing, which is, I mean, I think like Tommy Boy and I are both saying that we don't support that. I mean, we're influencers. Like, we're not very big ones. We don't have much influence. But we, you know, we're here. People watch us. We get a good number of views for being a channel of our size. And, you know, I would never... Oh, A&W, yeah. We are not sponsored by A&W. A&W, if you want to sponsor us, though, remember, like 10 years from now when we have millions of subscribers and people, and you know, we say, look, we really love A&W. Now you know that it's true because of this video where we first said it. No. No, but so like this is going to talk about the problems with this and things that have happened. But I'm just saying, as an influencer, even as small as I am, I would never like use my kids, exploit my kids here, you know, to do stuff. That's kind of something that my mom would have done. I think, you know, this was before YouTube. Like I was before YouTube really got big into doing stuff like this, but my mom is the type of person that would have done something like this, and even worse. Like, my mom's done some really terrible stuff to us kids. But, you know, anyway, I'm just saying. Yeah, so let's read the description real quick here. Billions of views, millions of dollars, hundreds of accusations. This explosive docuseries explores the shadowy world of child influencers, honing in on the disturbing allegations of abuse surrounding popular internet celebrity Piper Raquel and her Oh, like her manager, but it's her mom, so her momager.
Yeah.
Tiffany Smith. So I don't know who these people are because I'm never into any of this. So, but we're gonna find out. Okay. Yeah. You know what the thing is like if my son, like I'm a YouTuber, if my son came to me and he said, "Hey Dad, like I'd like to basically go live and build Lego sets or something like that," that I'd be like, oh, okay, whatever. And if he made millions of dollars doing that and blew up, it'd be like, hey, if you want to do it, whatever. If you don't, you don't. But I wouldn't like abuse him for content, you know?
Yeah. Like you do me. Yeah, I know. I get it.
Right. Exactly. I get. Yeah. And when Tommy Boy doesn't do what I want, Tommy Boy gets the hose. So. Anyway.
I'll put the lotion on.
Yeah, put the lotion on too. You know what? We're old enough that like people who might watch this who are younger might not know what we're talking about. You know that?
So sad. Yeah. So sad.
But anyway, we got 2 minutes and 22-second trailer. Are you ready?
Always ready.
Here we go.
It's Piper, go! Piper Raquel is an incredibly popular child influencer.
This young lady's amassed more than 10 million followers on YouTube.
Piper's mother, Tiffany Smith, is the momager.
She took these kids to massive viral fame. It seemed so innocent, but it wasn't innocent at all.
That guy's an influencer
Tiffany
as well.
finds people who want to be famous. She takes advantage of them. Things can get very muddy when kids are making an obscene amount of money. At her peak, Piper's earning between $300,000 and $500,000 a month.
Young girls have very large numbers of adult men as followers.
I was about to say, yeah, okay, so adult men, it's creepy. Yeah, but even if it's not men, like it's still creepy for adults. My kids are 6 and 3. Yeah. I have already told my wife, and my wife agrees. And we kind of had the discussion where it was like, our kids are not going to have cell phones in middle school. Our kids might not even have cell phones in high school. And my wife said, well, you know, that's like that's normal now. And I said, okay, but everybody complains about all these issues all the time. Here's this issue, my kid that had this problem with kids, this problem with kids. But everybody still does the same stuff. I'm not going to. Yep. So if you understand all these issues with having your kids on social media, having your kids have a phone and they're attached to their phone and stuff, I don't know why you wouldn't say, well, then no phone. That's it. I don't want to have those problems. Yeah. No phone. You know, I keep getting STDs, but I also keep going out and...
My kid tells me that her friends has it, so I have to give it to them.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. But I'm saying, like, I keep getting STDs. I also keep shooting up with used needles and going out into bars and having relations with all kinds of people. Well, then you know the problem and you also know the solution. So why don't you just enact the solution? My kid is addicted to social media and addicted to their phone. Don't give them those things. Wait, what'd you say?
Yeah. But the rush, that's why I do it.
Oh, yeah, okay. My kids watch cartoons that teach them things, informational cartoons. We monitor what they watch. Anyway, my point is, my kids are young enough and they're basically like the target audience for a lot of these kid stuff. But my kids are young enough that they won't watch this. You know what you get what I'm saying? Like 12-year-olds and below, maybe, but it's like there are a lot of, I don't know. I'm just saying that it's saying it right here. 92% of our adult men, they're not like 10-year-olds aren't watching these young girls on YouTube. You know?
Yeah. The actual target audience.
Right. The people who are actually watching this are adults. Whether it's like a sexually perverted thing or it's men or it's women, it's like immature. It's either like immature women or immature men or deviants who are watching these young girls dance around and go like this with money, and I don't even know what the point is. Yeah, anyway, whatever. Okay, we gotta move on because we're taking a long time. Here we go.
Tiffany would direct us to pose certain ways.
hugging a certain way in a clip.
What is this content that they would be making?
Over sex sells, make it sexy. Smile, flirt with the camera. There we go. Where's the line for Tiffany?
I was 17 years old. We were on my live stream, then the kiss happened. I woke up in the morning and it was gone. If someone could erase us from the internet, then what else could they get away with?
Everything was controlled by Tiffany.
We were filming like 10 to 15 videos a day.
Okay, actually.
If you leave the squad, you're going to get blacklisted.
You know,
she would start hate campaigns.
It's like a cult or something, like you can't get out. You know all the consequences of even just crossing her.
I didn't hear the way she spoke to me. People should be asking themselves, is it really okay for
this is just terrible
to be displayed to random strangers? Oh, you're not together! It doesn't matter what happened to us, as long as they got it on camera. I remember being so scared.
It's not just these.
Yeah. So, have you seen the video of the mom whose dog died or something, and she like her son was crying, like legitimately crying, and he was like, "Our dog died," and the mom didn't care that the dog had died at all, and she said, "Oh," she was like, "Oh," and she's like, and she was taking pictures, and she said, "Oh, make it look like it's real," and and it was a video, and he said, "It is real," like, and he was like straight up crying. He was like a young boy, like less than 10. Have you seen that?
No.
And he's like, I am crying. My dog just died. And he was crying as he was saying it, but you haven't seen that? But yeah, that's like this is the same thing as those people who give their 10-year-old daughters breast implants and also for the pageant circuit. And everybody thinks it's disgusting. When you see family streamers, like my channel, I don't get into my personal life because I'm about video games and movies and news, entertainment news. I never get into my personal life, and do you know why? Because no one should be getting into their own personal lives about anything when talking about TV. Like the show Cribs, that was fun, but it's not like you followed around Dr. Dre for a week while he had arguments with his wife, and it was all super dramatized. Like he would go around like slapping his wife every time she did something wrong, or whatever the stupid stuff that they show on these YouTube channels. Nobody needs to do that. Nobody needs to see it. Nobody needs to do it. Go live your own life instead of trying to get involved with these streamers and basically like live through them. Anyway, I'm talking too much, but let's finish this up.
So many.
Yeah.
Just a second. Oh. Equality, everyone. My wife can't open a can.
I'm just doing
a jar. A can.
Hurt your ego.
Not hurt my ego. It's interesting because if you hadn't come in here and done that, I wouldn't have known. Anyway. Here you go.
And if something isn't done, these won't be the last kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ryan's World. That was the other one I was thinking about.
Ryan's World. There you go. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Bad influence. And it said right here, March 19th? April 9th, excuse me. Yeah, I mean, it's just like these channels shouldn't exist. I'm not saying they should be illegal. But I'm saying that the audience for this is not, hey, let's make, hey, I'm a 12-year-old girl. Let's dress up in a bikini and dance around and then build Legos in a swimming pool. It's like you're not going to get 12-year-old boys watching that. And I'll tell you why. Because you might say to yourself, oh yeah, the mom is right, sex sells. So make it sexy and stuff because you're 12 and other 12-year-old boys want... No, 12-year-old boys are not searching the internet for 12-year-old girls. 12-year-old boys are searching the internet for 20-year-old girls. The only people who are searching the internet... No, the only people who are interested in watching 12-year-old girls on the internet is 30-year-old men, like 40-year-old men. You see what I'm saying? So, like, the target audience for this is not even... and it's so inappropriate to say sex sells. Yeah. I do ads. I do advertisement and video production, and when I talk to people, sometimes I do say, like, hey, this product that we're doing or something, try to look a little bit sexy or attractive in the video as we do this, but I would not say that to a 12-year-old.
Yeah.
But anyway, what are your thoughts?
Oh yeah, no, like we're on the same page about all this. Like I'm not a fan of it at all. So yeah, I'm not gonna watch that documentary or docuseries because I'm already on page with not caring for that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But hopefully that might influence people to stop doing this kind of stuff.
Yeah, to uncover, to kind of realize when you're watching these kids or these family streamers, it's either fake or it's abusive. A lot of the times, not all the time, but a lot of the times it's either fake when it comes to like how much money they have and all this stuff, or it's like exploiting the kids when it's kids, you know. So let's check out the comments and see what's
all that money. What's happening to all that money? Like $500,000 a month? Holy crap! Is the mom getting all that money?
Yeah.
Is that why she's really doing it? So that's
that's the thing. Yeah, and oftentimes you hear horror stories where it's like, from the time I was 16 to the time I was 18, I made $100 million, and now I'm 19 years old with no money because my parents spent it all.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here we go. Let's check it out. This is why child labor laws need to extend to social media. Kids need protection. I agree with that. I agree. Yeah. Children are still being exploited. Netflix making a documentary about this is crazy. I'm so ready for it. What is that? There you go. The fact this is real is insane. This is so crazy. I can't believe this case has gotten so far for Netflix to do a documentary. But can't wait. Definitely will watch. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Like my niece and nephew both have phones, and I told my sister, I said that it's not a thing. Like you don't need to be doing this. Like having your kids have phones, and everybody who's going to get in the comments and say all that stuff. Again, we talk about all of the problems. We never enact any of the solutions. Influencers wouldn't be successful if they didn't have the willing audience that enables their existence. Exactly. This is targeted to kids. I don't know why you would say that. I'm fully aware. It's even in the title. I'm referring to the whole entirety. The thing is that... Okay, yeah, I get what they're saying. I thought it was saying, like, the channel of this person is for kids. It's not, though. Kids don't watch this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Kids watch adult stuff. Like, honestly, I'm not trying to be whatever. I'm just saying that is true. Wow, this is insane. Can't believe it has gotten to the level of Netflix making a documentary. Okay, yeah. Well, there you go, guys. Go check it out if you want to know the story. And don't support channels that do stuff like this, obviously. Every once in a while, my kids come in here and say hello, and I tell them to wave to the camera, and that's about all you're going to see of my children, tell you what. Yeah. But all right, let's move on to the next one. Don't forget to check me out on Twitch and join the Discord where you can voice chat with me while I live stream, and you won't be recorded or anything on YouTube and Twitch, so that's pretty cool. You can also find me on Facebook and Instagram. If you like to read, you can see my after-action reports on my blog. And if you are interested, you can get some merch from my spring store. The links for everything are in the description below.